product. Now physical supply is coming back in a bit, so premiums are dropping as the spot price has gone up. But we've just seen this extreme volatility of, a lot of bullion dealers, including Miles Franklin, saying, are we going to be able to source product in the future? Do you anticipate that, I guess, volatility in the physical availability and premiums continuing in 2023?
Yeah, I do. I'm not an expert in, you know more about this than I do, the short-term retail demand and how premiums are affected and everything. But yeah, that was historic premiums that we saw earlier this year, and they're still high. And I do think there's going to come a point, not necessarily in 2023, but it's possible, but in the coming handful of years, where people will want to get their hand on physical metals, silver and gold, and they won't be able to. And I think of like Venezuela right now. How many of those poor people would love to get trade some fiat currency that's just being debased on a massive scale for some physical metal? They can't. It's not an option for them. So the idea is to use volatility to your advantage, dollar cost average, maybe increase your dollar cost averaging when, there's these sharp pullbacks, because I believe there's going to come a time where you can't get it. And it kind of highlights, over on our website, some of our members were asking, if you're seeing a short-term pullback here in the metals, why not sell some or sell all of it and then buy back cheaper? And the risk with that is if you get too cute, that it just runs away without you. So, and eventually the physical market is going to be where price is set, and the COMEX is going to become less relevant or irrelevant. So, there's coming a day where the price is set by demand, supply and demand fundamentals of the physical market, not these paper contracts that can be issued at will by, the COMEX.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing that I've noticed as we're, selling bullion is as the premium is coming down, the spot price is going up. And I'm looking at the prices that, clients we're charging clients for the products. And it's like, and often what we have to pay for the products as well. A lot of this, the raise in premiums and the decrease in premiums are coming from the wholesalers as well. But it's interesting because what's happening is, maybe you're paying $28, $29 for a silver coin. But 2 months ago, when the spot price was way lower, people were paying that much and for the silver product as well. And for silver eagles, you're still having to pay $35, $36 today. When silver was 18, that's how much you were having to pay. So it's like, it's so funny where it's like, if you try to time the market, a lot of the time, because of this volatility in premiums, it's not actually going to work. It's the question is going to come down to, in a lot of circumstances, can you actually get the physical product and for what price? Because the physical market is completely different, it seems like, at least in recent history.
Yeah, I think anything like sub $21 silver, $22 silver, any further price decline in the paper price, if you're looking to accumulate physical, is probably just going to be offset by an equal rise in the premium. So the bottom line, it's really hard to get physical silver for less than like $22. I mean, even if the spot price falls to, back to where it was in the 17s.
And one of the questions here is also on the physical side. We're looking at a lot of physical silver being drained from the major exchanges. We have a viewer wanting to know your perspective on that. Do you think the COMEX or LBMA won't be able to deliver due to availability? Your perspective on that?
Yeah, how I look at that, I've been in this market for about 15 years. I know you've been in this following the precious metals market for years as well. And this has kind of been a continuing theme for probably 10 plus years. The COMEX is going to default, or the LBMA is going to default. And I believe that is going to happen, but trying to predict the timing has been, many people have predicted that. Probably there's been hundreds of predictions from very smart people that the COMEX is going to default. I think it's probably going to happen, but I don't make short-term investment decisions around that. To me, it's just something that's like a potential upside kicker. Of all the reasons to invest in silver, the main ones are debasement of currency. And then you've got these upside kickers where if the COMEX defaults, I mean, that would just be a tremendous upside kicker. But I watch it. It's interesting. Open interest even in the futures market right now is I think 10-year lows in silver, and gold is way down there too. So these are interesting developments, but I don't make short-term investment decisions around